the word happiness makes you think about penguins in Antarctica, I relate a lot. Okay, but happiness is not just about those once in a lifetime experiences. Happiness is also about your everyday life and how you live in the present moment. So, today we are talking about adding moments of joy to your everyday life. Now stay tuned until the end of the video because I'm going to share something that I kept hearing will bring me joy, and I thought all those people who said that were crazy. And I did not believe them until I did it myself. And they were right. So I will be sharing that at the end of the video, but I'm warning you, you might not believe me. Okay? But let's first get started with the stuff that you will believe me. One great tip for that is to get enough sleep. Everything is easier when you get enough sleep. And I'm saying this first because I'm still working on it myself. So this is going to be a reminder for both of us. When you commute or you clean or you cook, consider listening to something in the background that can bring you joy, that you can enjoy. Okay, so think about, for example, maybe it's an audiobook that teaches you something you really want to learn. Maybe it's a podcast that does really fascinating interviews. Maybe it's something that it's so funny and you just laugh out loud in the middle of the day while doing like your everyday stuff. Maybe it's music and it gets you dancing while you're cleaning with the broom, Or during the commute, maybe you can start a party on the train. I'm just saying, if you start a party on the train, let me know. I want in. Something else that you can do is to decorate and really design your home in a way that makes you happy. And it can be something as simple as adding photos to your wall or painting one wall in a color that really makes you happy. It took me a moment or a few to put photos on all my walls. You don't see it here because I'm sitting just like a photo above me, and it helps so much. You just walk around the house and you see these little things that remind you of the good stuff, or remind you that you did something loving toward yourself, or you have beautiful curtains in a color that you really love, or a fabric that you really love, or both, and you see them and it gives you a sense of home, and it just makes things so much better. So you walk around your home, right? And you're like, oh, this makes me happy. Oh, this makes me happy. Oh, this makes me happy. And you can do it at the office as well. You have a desk. If you have a desk that you go to every day, for example, right, that you sit by every day, maybe you can decorate that space. Maybe add a photo or add an inspirational quote, or add some sort of decorations, or add even pens that are fun to write with. Just think of the little things. What little things can you add to your everyday environment that just looking at them can give you that little glimpse, that little 1 second joy? And if you do so many of those in a day, it just adds up. And so even if you're going through a day that's like, you still get those moments. You still see that thing. And you're like, oh, yeah, this is the thing that it's good, that I'm grateful for, and I'm happy that it exists. Something else you can do is create a reality where something could exist. So maybe take a baby step every single day to get you closer to a dream that you have. Okay, maybe it could be like taking 30 minutes every day, or taking 5 minutes every day, or just dedicating yourself to doing one thing every day. That will get you closer to where you want to be. So not only are you creating that happiness, but taking the action toward doing that will get you closer and you'll be moving from, oh my gosh, it's such a big dream, I don't know if it will ever happen, to, oh my gosh, look at me, I'm doing this work, I'm making this happen, I cannot wait, I know I can make it happen and I cannot wait. Okay, now it is time for me to share that crazy thing. Are you sitting down? Are you sitting down? That thing is make your bed. Make your bed. I mean, how simple and easy that is, and how can that possibly impact your happiness levels? I mean, come on. You make your bed, and then you look at it, and first of all, you accomplish something, and second of all, you look at it later in the day, and you're like, oh, it looks so pretty. It makes me happy, and I'm so glad. I'll tell you what the thing is, it just makes me happy that I took that moment just to pamper myself like that, because it doesn't actually matter if your bed is made when you go to sleep, in the sense that you can go to sleep anyway. You know, your ability to fall asleep does not, I think, depend on whether your bed is made and you mess it up when you go to sleep, or it was already messed up from the previous time you went to sleep. But it just gives a person, potentially, a good feeling. I do it as simple and quick as I can. Let's say it takes a minute, okay? A minute you took to pamper yourself, and every time you're gonna see your bed, or when you see it at night, and when you go to bed at night, you're gonna have that moment of, I'm so glad that I invested in that minute in myself, because there's like a little thing that reminds me to focus on happiness, and just reminds me that I am being very proactive about creating this dream life for myself, creating a happy life for myself. And yeah, it makes me happy to know that I do that. Now, if it does make you happy, consider writing it down. I learned from an organization called the Fearless Living Institute that if you write the things down, that makes a difference. And it's also a reminder and evidence for next time that you're like, I don't feel like I have happiness in my life. Or you can review what you wrote, all these little moments of happiness and gratitude, and you can be like, oh, right, I forgot about all these things. When you write these things down on a regular basis, you rewire your brain to focus on the gratitude and on the happiness, and it becomes so easy to just recognize the good stuff in life. Even when things are challenging, it becomes so easy to see, oh yeah, this sucks, but look at all these other things that are really, really great. And that alone can add happiness, because sometimes, not like in your everyday life, sometimes you get caught in the grind, and you get caught in stuff and in life and in challenges, and just having a state of mind that focuses on happiness and gratitude is huge. So consider writing it down every day. Like, what made you happy today? What are you grateful for? As an act of self-love, just give it a try. Or if that doesn't speak to you, then I have a list of other things that you can do to show yourself love, which will totally add happiness to your everyday life. So there's gonna be a button somewhere here on the screen. Check it out, and I'll meet you there in a sec, and let's make this life happier for you.